What if the government stopped collecting the data that tells us whether workers are getting a fair shot? That is exactly what's on the table at the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, or the EEOC. For nearly 60 years, large employers have been required to report who they employ, broken down by race, ethnicity, sex, and job category. Known as the EEO-1 report, this requirement began in 1966 as a direct result of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which created the EEOC. Today, more than 100,000 employers report data covering tens of millions of workers. The EEO-1 is the nation's only standardized employer-level workforce data set that allows researchers, policymakers, and civil rights organizations to see who is represented and who is missing across the private sector. Because the truth is simple, you can't fix what you can't see. The EEO-1 collects workforce information by race, ethnicity, sex, and job category. It helps identify patterns in hiring, promotion, and leadership opportunities, and provides critical evidence in enforcing civil rights laws. Many discrimination cases rely on a legal theory called disparate impact, where a policy may appear neutral, but still disproportionately harms a protected group. Those cases depend on reliable data. No data means fewer measurable patterns. Fewer measurable patterns mean fewer opportunities to identify and challenge systemic discrimination. On July 21st, the EEOC voted 2-1 to eliminate the EEO-1 reporting requirement for large private sector employers. The proposal was published in the Federal Register on July 23rd under RIN 3046 AB 37. If finalized, it would end a civil rights reporting practice that has existed through 10 presidential administrations with a single agency vote. This data matters because it reveals disparities that would otherwise remain hidden. Women working full-time still earn about 81 cents for every dollar earned by a man. Women held only 34.5% of executive and senior level leadership positions in 2023. White men representing roughly one-third of the workforce, but continue to hold more than half of the executive level leadership positions. Women of color face even greater gaps, with black women earning roughly 66 cents and Latina women about 58 cents for every dollar earned by a white man. Without workforce data, these patterns become harder to see and harder to address. If we stop measuring discrimination, we start hiding discrimination. And when we start hiding it, we stop fixing it. Thank you so much for taking this time to do something.